Good morning.
Morning.
So it's day 6, Wednesday, August 9th. It's around 8 in the morning. We got real lucky that we're still like in the shade a bit because the mosquitoes are staying away. That was what I thought. If like we had the sun right on our tent like we did yesterday, the mosquitoes would be out early. So we actually have a little respite to actually enjoy our coffee and kind of get situated. So today, this may be the lowest elevation we've stayed at.
It is.
And Sarah thought it might get a little warmer last night because of that, but it's been pretty consistent
Yeah.
with getting down to like I think the high 40s. It's like mid 50s in the tent. Um, so big climb today. Our last pass of the trip, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I
CV
think so.
pass. So we're down at like 7,500. We got to get back up to like 9,500 or 96, somewhere around there. Um, but then as soon as we get over the pass and start heading down,
Carrick Meadow.
we we'll have a creek the whole way, and there's a slightly off-trail lake on the right, Arndt Lake. So we're looking to go there and spend a night. And if it's really good, we'll spend 2 nights there. And if it's okay, then we'll move on to Peeler Lake area the next day. So this was a great spot.
It was awesome.
This I think
The
is,
Yosemite or the Sierra Riviera.
yeah, definitely the highlight of the trip so far.
Yeah.
Um, it's because of the sandy beach.
We were able to sit out all yesterday afternoon outside.
There was a breeze.
And there was no bugs.
Yeah, there's just a constant breeze coming in the afternoon. Right now, there's like no breeze, but it just makes a huge difference when you can hang out outside and not really worry about bugs. So, great place to spend a night. And even if you're a thru hiker on the PCT, it's definitely worth planning to spend a night here, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's not long off the trail. It's
no,
all
and
flat.
it's flat. So, definitely take advantage of that if you can. We will check in later. I'm sure we'll check in before we get to the pass because it's going to take a while to get
Up.
up. And there'll probably be some good views along the way. Day 6, taking our first break. Just went through that big snowfield. It's around 9:30. We've already got, I feel like there's a bug on me somewhere. There is. We've already got about 1,000 feet of climbing done and about another 1,000 to go to get to the top of the pass. So, good job. Okay, day 6. We're making our way down from CV Pass. The trail junction will be coming up in less than a quarter of a mile, and we'll be sadly leaving the PCT for this trip, but we'll be back on it very soon. Our next, I think 3 backpacking trips, all in the Sierras, 2 in the East Sierra, 1 in the West Sierra. I think we'll link up with the PCT on all of them at some point, so see you at the trail junction.
Tilden Lake is 12.4.
Ooh. Well, we just took a break, and as what usually happens, after we got our shoes back on and started moving, 5 minutes down the road, we have a water crossing. We had to crock it, so that's the way it goes sometimes.
I think this is our first of many
Oh,
crossings.
maybe I'll leave the Crocs on for a bit and
Well,
see.
maybe not many. We're gonna have to do another one, but I think we've got some time.
All right, we'll see. All right, we have left the trail and we're doing a little off-trail adventure to Arndt, I don't know how you pronounce it, lake. Arndt. We're just basically following the flattest path we can. And right over the top of this, we'll see the lake and check it out. And hopefully have some good camping options for the night. All right, day 6 update. Here's a view of our lake where we're camped from the high ground. Arndt Lake. I'll flip it around and show you the other side, but pretty cool. Okay, day 6. Probably the last update for the day. It's a little after 5. We are in the tent in a shady spot at Arndt, A-R-D-N-T Lake, about a quarter mile off trail. So, yeah, sorry, doesn't usually come off trail, but
Usually, but it was fine. We did it in our Crocs too.
exactly, yeah. And then in a couple trips we'll be off trail again, possibly going to some lakes in Yosemite.
Oh,
Upper
yeah.
McCabe.
We've done those before.
Yeah, we've done those before.
Yeah.
So this has been a really nice spot, and surprisingly, this is off trail the most backpackers we've seen. How many did we count? Like 8 to 10?
Well, you said you saw 4 tents, right? So probably
Yeah.
8 people.
At least, yeah, eight people. As we were sitting out, we were able to stay outside for most of the day, which was nice. But you don't see 8 people off trail.
No, and I was like, they don't have big backpacks.
Yeah.
But Brian did some exploring and found their tents.
Yes, I was about to like just stretch my legs anyway, and so I just like kind of went the same general direction they went, and they basically followed the lake, went up and down a bit, and then there's another area where you can camp that gives you a different view of the lake. So that was cool. Yeah, it's nice because they're just far away enough where you can't hear them. Like I went up to a height of land and just looked at a different view, and from up there I could hear them. But since we're next to running water, we don't hear them, so that's nice. But yeah, so we're just gonna relax in the tent, eat some dinner soon.
Did you talk about the other people we saw today?
No, go ahead.
So we saw another group of people just before
A big group.
we got here, and maybe 8, 10 people, plus 2 dogs. Now, maybe they really are service dogs, but I don't know about that. But yeah, you are allowed to have service dogs in Yosemite. But technically, I mean, you wouldn't generally be allowed to have a dog in the backcountry because of bears and animals. So there is a process you have to go to, but they came in through the Hoover Wilderness as well. So I'm wondering if there was some sort of loophole in terms of how much paperwork you had to show. I don't know. I should give them the benefit of the doubt, but
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I don't want those dogs to go down the passes with all that snow, though.
Yeah, well, the one guy who was like, what was interesting because like the first guy in the group, you know, hey, how's it going? And the response was living the dream. So I didn't know if that it sounded a bit sorry. Who knows? Whatever. But then the guy who was talkative, who we talked to for a while, he was asking about the passes, and I guess he's asking everyone. But he mentioned that there were 2 rangers at one or both of the passes.
It sounded like they passed 2 like Forest Service employees, maybe rangers,
Yeah.
in the Hoover Wilderness, and they had done the loop. But I think the guy was not worried is not the right word, but he was, I think, thinking, oh, maybe we should have done it the other way. Because we said, I'm glad we hiked up the snow and weren't going down. But
yeah, especially more so the second pass.
Yeah.
I think that was Mule Pass.
Our first pass?
Our second pass. Or was it Burrow?
Burrow was our second pass.
Okay, yeah, Burrow was like the one I wouldn't be thrilled about going down.
Yeah.
But
whatever, to each their own.
yeah, so we actually, I guess we did see a lot of backpackers today. More than we've seen the whole trip for sure.
Right, because yesterday we saw, did we see no one yesterday? We didn't see anyone at the lake. Did we pass anyone on the trail? Maybe.
I don't remember. If we did, it was just like a couple of people, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no one at the lake.
Yep. So we're wrapping up. Tomorrow will be a relatively short day,
Yep.
which is good. We plan to camp somewhere around Peeler Lake, either before or after. Apparently, there's an amazing waterfall, and there's camping from some beta from a couple we met a few nights ago. He had mentioned that near this amazing waterfall, there's like a hardened site somewhere, so we'll keep our eyes open for that. Yeah, so this is night 6. We've got 2 more nights after this.
I got a lot of
So
work
I
to
got a
do
lot
on
of-
my sock if I want to finish it, but it's green and Brian chose a teal heel for it.
Yep. So it's coming along.
Come along.
And before you know it, we'll be out of the backcountry and staying at one of our favorite towns back in Lone Pine.
Long time.
So we'll see you in the morning.